Welcome to our Rolemaster Actual play session. Ain't No Place for a Hero is a campaign set in the world of Duyranaki, the continent of men. A gritty, cutthroat world where politics, sorcery, religion, and commerce are all intertwined and reign supreme. Treachery and murder both come cheap, and characters need to be both smart and ruthless to survive. We hope you enjoy our story, and, as always, may the dice roll in your favor. This is episode 177 of Ain't No Place for a Hero, and the finale for our campaign. The party have decided to turn their attention back to the secrets of Tarak Nev, and now find themselves exploring the terrible, dead city. We rejoin our heroes attempting to save Mithan and Demos from the clutches of their nemesis, Irini Chonta. Good evening, my name is Chris, alternatively known on this channel and in this game as GM Chance, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you to this, which is our story which we're telling tonight. What story is that, you may be asking? Well, its name is up on screen. It's called Ain't No Place for a Hero, and it is a tabletop role-playing game. We use an old system going all the way back to the 1980s, and that system is called Rolemaster. We have a very large party, and you can see their faces, all 8 of them up on screen. Some of them are not actually active in play, to be fair, currently. But those are the 8 player characters that we have in this game. In a moment or so, what we do, and I guess everybody who knows this game will know exactly what I'm going to say next, we're going to hand over to the players of those characters, or at least most of the players of those characters, to provide a little bit of an insight, a little bit of an intro to each one, by way of answering some questions which I sent out in the week earlier in the week, just designed to kind of flesh out the characters a bit more and help us with our understanding of them. Before we do so, my habitual, do it every single time, but it is sincerely meant, thank you. I'll look right down the barrel of the camera when I say this. Thank you very much for all of the kind support that we get online, the people that follow us, the people that ask questions about our games or have an interest in the characters or like the rules that we put up, or just enjoy the stories we tell. This is, we're just a group of people who just enjoy tabletop role-playing. This is a hobby for us. We would be doing this anyway. The fact that technology allows us to push a few buttons and record and share our story with you, and people enjoy our story, well, that's hugely satisfying. And we love the love, so thank you. Say to anybody that is perhaps come across us for the first time, maybe this is the first of these videos you've seen, or maybe you've checked on a couple of our videos. If you're enjoying what we do and you like our stories and you like us ultimately as people, really encourage you to take a second or two of your time, if that, and click either a like or a subscribe down below. It really does help the channel grow and help people like you find our stories. Okay, more than enough from me. We're going to hand over to 4 of our usual 5. Well, I think one of our players is currently in transit, but is listening in. So we're going to hand over to 3 of our usual 5 players, and they're going to describe a little bit more about the character or characters that they're playing tonight. And this evening, we start with Aiden. Aiden, the mic is all yours.
Thank you. Hello guys. I'm playing 2 characters tonight. This one is the handsome fellow Grey Roughwind. And the question I'm going to answer for Grey is, what place tempted you with that wild idea and any time that he's been tempted by a wild idea is usually when he is at the pub. So that would be the place where he thinks, oh yeah, I could bet my dart throwing skills for all of that money and that shiny. And that's where things usually go south. That's Grey.
Love
and
it.
Then the second character I'm playing tonight is Demos. And for Demos, another very handsome dude.
Mm-hmm.
Another character question would be, which historical villain do you secretly sympathize with? And I think for Demos, he would sympathize with Brutus, who was known for betraying Caesar. Brutus was actually motivated by a desire to save the Roman Empire from becoming a monarchy, and he feared Caesar's growing power as like a dictator for life, and so he kind of acted out of this perceived duty to kind of protect Rome. And I think Demos would put, I think he would put his values above people.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Certain people, anyway. People in power, for sure.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. What do you think Biggest Dickus would have said about it? Assuming you're a Monty Python fan.
I don't know.
Are you a Monty Python fan?
I am, but I haven't watched it since I was really young, so I can't tell you.
I'm just lowering the tone of the conversation here. Ignore your GM, please. I don't exist, after all. I'm just merely part of the decoration. Who would you like to hear from next, please, Aiden?
I'd love to hear from Pete.
Pete.
Release water.
Release water.
I mean, that was pilot, but maybe
My friend in womb, etc.
Love Monty Python.
Yes, I don't think it's a role-playing game unless you quote Monty Python, is it? Yes, Pete.
And we've had an equivalent
next time.
Yeah. We've had an equivalent of the big foot coming down and squashing things a bit, haven't we?
We have. We have.
Oh, it was a tentacle. IRE tentacle monster. Anyway, thanks. Kia ora, I'm Pete, and I'll be talking about two characters that I'll be playing tonight. But I'll be playing Tarquin for a bit as well. I don't feel competent to answer a question for Tarquin. We'll see if Giles could answer one later, maybe.
This is Tarquin. Tarquin here. Giles is with us, listening in, but he's currently on his commute. So Pete, you've got some instruction. You're kindly looking after Tarquin. Yep.
Yes. So I'll answer a question for Leif. Would you walk knowingly into a trap if it meant others escaped? Situation dependent, of course. Have we done the best that we can to mitigate all of this stuff? Blah blah blah. But yeah, he would.
Okay.
He's that sort of person. He is quite old, actually. He's half elven and he's outlived his family already. So whilst he does have a lot of energy and is keen on living his life, he's already lived one life. So that's the way he sees it. He's a very sheltered and quiet life for sure. But he would sacrifice himself under the right circumstances for sure. The other character I'll answer a question for is is Mithan. The question is, what ambush or betrayal taught you caution? Her whole life. Whilst she was brought up in a reasonably wealthy family, well, for her town, a reasonably wealthy family, she was not anyone's favourite, and there was certainly cruelty. I mean, not perhaps the same scale as other characters, but she was certainly neglected and certainly betrayed by close family members in a number of ways. Only her one brother was kind to her. So that's why she's quite a defensive. That's part of the reason she's quite a defensive person. But also, no matter how cautious you are, you can just always be betrayed by the scholar you're travelling with and protecting. And, that can just always stab you in the back or all over your body on the torture ship. So, yeah, the Torvash Ganali, who is now thankfully and celebratedly thoroughly dead, okay, there's some closure right there.
Yeah. Probably we haven't had the chance to kind of reflect on it because you've been dealing with all kinds of horrors, but yes. Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pete. And you're also, between yourself and others, you're also kindly picking up Keros. I think Graham might be doing the rolling, but you're going to be doing kind of the spells and the bits and bobs. It'll be a joint effort to play this character because Alex unfortunately can't join us this evening. Very good.
And Victory.
And Victory, yes. There is one last person to hear from, and it is indeed Graham. Graham.
Hello. I'm playing Etienne tonight. Neathanol's missing in action. Prophecy. Would you sacrifice everything to stop prophecy from coming true? I guess we'll find out. Yes, as a short answer. That's why he's here. He's here to stop prophecy from coming true, and he will, if he needs to, he'll sacrifice everything. And which prophecy still troubles you? The one we're here to try and stop from happening, which is that the lady who's on the other side of a closed door, charming the pants off a couple of our own, wants to raise an ancient spell god from the wherever. We're here to stop her doing that. The best way to stop her doing that is to thrust the sword through her face. So that's what the plan. That's what we're going to do.
Simple but effective. Excellent. And we have Giles listening in. Giles, great to have you, and look forward to having you join as and when suits. So, up on screen is the team. Now, why did my Discord not go up? That's strange. I might just do a bit of this. I won't. I will quickly run through status and injuries of everybody, and then I will futz around with my Discord. What's the screen look like? Yeah, it looks like that. It's fine. Okay, so Grey currently not in play at the moment. Leif on 99 hits out of his normal 147. He is on negative 40 as opposed to negative 50 as he has been. He's felt ever so slightly better. Keros is still on full hits, 41 hits out of her 41 hits. She suffered, I'm going to say, maybe half an hour ago. Probably wasn't much more than that. Maybe half an hour ago in game time. A really brutal slash to her lower leg. And she's at negative 50 to every single action she does. Every spell she casts. Everything she does, she's at negative 50. Neathanol is also currently not in play at the moment. Mithan is also not in play at the moment. I've got her details here. Well, yeah, Pete, she's on 179 out of her 141 hits, and she's at negative 37. Cool. Demos is on 88 hits out of his normal 132. He is at, unfortunately, negative 40. He got almost the same kind of injury as Keros did. He got slashed across the legs, across his beautiful legs, and he has everything he does. He's in pain. He's kind of wincing as he walks, wincing as he sticks spears through people. Everything he does is painful. Etienne is on 123 out of his normal 136. Etienne is at negative 25 due to getting shot in the back with a crossbow, which isn't very nice. And last but definitely not least, Tarquin. Tarquin is uninjured. He is on his full hits of 59, and also he has no penalty. So the only one in the party that doesn't have any kind of disability or disablement. One last thing just to remember about Keros, because she was resurrected from the dead, she came back with a number of infirmaries, if that's the correct phrase. She walks very slowly, so she only walks at 37 foot around. She's currently flying. I don't know how much longer she's flying for, and the same with Leif. We would have to check that. She also suffers an issue that if she takes damage, there is the chance that she will pass out. If she takes one hit point, she could pass out. And she also has a stutter, and most critically, she can't use her left hand. It's kind of withered and shriveled up at her side. So she's not in the best of states at the moment. Any questions on any of that? Anything that's not clear for any of the players? Nope. Okay. Pete, I've got a minor couple of bits of tech. I've got to sort out a little bit of sounds, and I've got to sort my Discord. So I'm just going to ask you to narrate what happened last time, please. I probably am not going to be able to follow along with accompanying images and maps straight away. So, yep, go for it, Pete. And ask your companions to fill in if needed.
Thank you. Sure thing. So, last session we were in the middle of combat. This being, eye creature, this other dimensional entity had pushed through above where we had sort of previously been, above the stairwell. So we're in the palace in Taraknev, and we're on the first floor, near sort of looks like a circular corridor with the stairway coming off it. And so we'd sort of started nearish the stairway, and this creature pushed through. Irini Chonta had appeared up the stairs, so she is the person that we are really wanting, well, most of us are really wanting to kill. She was one of the people we came to Taraknev to dispose of, as she's the person who's wanting to summon some sort of a dead creature, dead Lord of Arcana back, as Graham sort of hinted at, and we've seen in prophecy. So we've sort of got her in our sights, but this entity, during the beginning of last session, sort of was playing more heavily in our mind, and Irini Chonta seemed to have Demos had taken a liking to her, and he was moving off round one arc of this circular corridor, and Leif and Kiros and Etienne and Mithan, and then Tarquin had started to move. Oh, there we go. Thanks, Chris. Had started to move around the second way. So we started last session in this part of the corridor mostly. Mithan went and checked that door that we just saw and found it went out onto the roof. The beams of light from whatever was happening outside that seemed to be life-draining beams of light were still bouncing around. We decided that was too risky a way out. Then this entity, this creature, this interdimensional being moved, and it moved very fast, and it sort of was above Leif and Kiros where they were, and it attacked Leif and sort of knocked him down, and I think sort of started to knocked Kiros and Tarquin down as well, I think. No permanent damage. I think Leif sustained some hits per round, but Kiros quickly healed him of that, because the following round, the monster, or there it is there, this really odd creature, sort of growled and shimmered and then disappeared. And as it disappeared, that's when it knocked the rest of the people to the ground. So thank goodness it seems to have gone. The Shrieker, there had been a Shrieker previously that was sort of cowering in the corner because of this thing. It had come up the stairs following Irini Chonta. That then moved up and started to attack us. Etienne tried to scare it away, didn't seem to work. So Kiros stepped up and smashed it with an ice bolt, and that took care of it. There we are there. So that one's gone. At that point, so the eye monster had sort of gone, and that Shrieker was taken care of. Mithan had an opportunity to sort of continue to run around the circular corridor, following where Demos and Irini Chonta had gone. So she ran after them, and sort of had a bit of an interaction with them, because the following round she called back. People were calling out, what's going on, and she had called back, it's all okay. We're just going into this room with Irini Chonta, it's all fine, basically. So, and then the door closed. So we've got Etienne, Kiros, Leif, and Tarquin outside the door, and they've come up with a plan of that Kiros will make a portal to the right of the door, and Tarquin will be teleporting into the room to the left of the door. Not sure where the room is behind the door. That was the plan. We've got those guys on this side of the door, and Mithan and Demos inside, on the other side of the door with Irini Chonta.
Perfect. Thanks, Pete. That's well surmised. Great narration. Thank you. And yes, we finished the very last action last round was for the characters to come up, and they have chosen their places there. That's where they were. Tarquin to one side of the door, we can see it there, and then Etienne was like slightly off to the side, and Leif just behind. Critical question, and I'm going really to your sense of fair play. How much longer would characters be flying for?
We refreshed our spells just as we thought we were going to go looking for Irini Chonta on the first floor. Then we changed our mind and decided to go back down the stairs, and that's when the creature pushed through. So we'd refreshed the fly spells, and we've counted rounds since then.
Okay.
Yep. So I would say we've got maybe 1, 2.
It's only about six rounds last round.
8.
Okay.
Yep.
So you refreshed before the creature came through. Okay. So relatively recently.
Just before, because we were like, we're going to go hunting for
yes. And you're going to go downstairs. Great. Thank you. Yep. Okay. Very good. We are going to go into rounds. Any last questions or comments or anything from the players that we need to talk about? Nothing from Pete. People are shaking their heads. Nope. Okay. Must be a little bit weird for the audience. The fact that I can see some of the players at least, but anyway, yes, there we go. I can see the players if you haven't figured that out, audience. Some of the players anyway. And what a handsome bunch they are too. All right. Okay. If there are no questions, if you're sitting comfortably, if you're as curious as I am to find out what the fuck is going to happen tonight, excuse my language, I'm going to count it off in 3, 2, 1. Let's start the game. We are going into rounds, as indicated. You can hear the combat music in the background. Switch up a smidge. There we go. Any changes to initiative that I need to be aware of? If anybody is thinking of parrying this round, please put it into Discord, as you normally do. Any changes to initiative that I need to know of, let me know.
Because we did full. Had we waited for full prep for both Kiros and Tarquin?
No, you haven't prepped at all.
Okay.
So
cool.
No. Your action at the last round was move. In fact, I was even a bit generous because some of you were frankly a bit out of range. Your action last round was to move up and stand where you are. You have not prepped at all.
Yep. My bad. No change.
Yep. No change. Okay, we are off. We are rolling initiative. No changes to initiative that I've been aware of. Rolling initiative now. Cross your fingers. And we are off. All right. I'm really sorry for Pete, Graham, and Giles. Can you please exit and jump into chat room 1, please? Thank you. Giles, if you can reach your phone. Thank you. Great. Okay, Aiden, how are we feeling? Oh, you're on mute, mate. There you go.
I'm nervous.
Okay. So, I'm going to describe the scene, unaware of your companions in the corridor. Here is the room that you are in.
Yep.
Add a little bit of furniture, not much, but just to set the scene a little bit. Those cabinets probably aren't quite that high, because that may have a material difference. I'm just going to shrink them down just a smidge. There you go. I did it in a heck of a rush this morning.
Looks good. I think did Demos did he drag Mithan
yep.
to the side?
I actually listened to the recording before to set ourselves up for this, so I'll give you a quick narration of what happened.
Nice.
So you came in through this door.
Yep.
You've definitely heard movement outside. Mithan was here, so Mithan was right here where the cursor is, and was reaching for the door because she had said if she heard any movement, she would open the door because it was your friends arriving. Fair enough. Yep.
Yes.
To set the scene also for viewers, this is your friend. So this woman here, you are utterly convinced. You can't remember exactly how you know her, but you definitely know her, and she's a good friend of yours. And you and Mithan seems to be reasonably friendly with her as well. Mithan reached for the door and all of a sudden collapsed. And Irini Chonta looked around at you and exclaimed. She didn't shout or anything, but she exclaimed, is there some kind of incantation or something? Is there something here? Are you all right, friend? And you said no, and Demos grabbed Mithan and dragged her over to here. That's exactly where the counters were left. Your back you're in the process of standing up. You haven't acted yet because it's Irini Chonta's action. But she is straightening up, and you're straightening up from assisting Mithan because you dragged her from falling out of the doorway to over here. And your declared action, checking the video last round, was Demos was going to open the door on his turn. It's not his turn yet, but that's his plan. Just to show the rest of the room, so these are kind of wash stands. Down here there's like 3 or 4 basins, and there's kind of some archaic kind of rotting looking plumbing and stuff up here. There are 3 cubicles here, privy squat toilets, just reeking and old and foul, and there's the remains of an old water fountain here, and it looks like water had come in here and fed both the basins and the lavatories. Quite sophisticated for a fantasy setting. Anyway, we're not here to discuss the fixtures. Yeah, we're not here to discuss the fixtures and fittings, but just to frame that up for you. So, bottom line, Demos presumably put down his spear because he had to pull Mithan. I mean, maybe your call on that, but I think he would use both.
He trusts Irini. He wouldn't.
Of course he does.
He needs to be around him,
Of course he does. Cool. They're friends. So she reaches over, and she's feet away, puts her hand on Demos and kind of helping him up as he's moving up. And as she does that, something happens.
Ooh.
Or may happen. I'm going to roll in the open.
Sure.
Now, she's touching you.
Mm-hmm.
So, exclamation mark R space D 100. Coming at you now, Demos. 60. All right. So, 60. Cool. Can I please ask you to make another resistance roll? You've already rolled once, and no pressure here, Demos, but you might want to make it a good one.
Okay.
So you are what level, please? You're 8th, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. 2. Okay, negative 40. So 60 plus 22. Minus 30 plus 30. Yeah. 30. Yeah, cool. 82. So she is touching you when this happens, by the way. And that's 8th level. Okay, Demos. This is a mentalism spell. Do you want to know what you need to beat, or do you just want to roll it and cross your fingers?
Let me know. What do I have to beat?
Because she touched you, so if you don't prepare a spell, just to let you know, just to realize why this is so high, if you don't prepare a spell, you have negative 30 to your roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Base spell attack, if you're touching the target, you get plus 30.
Okay.
So the plus 30 cancels the negative 30.
Okay.
Demos, with mentalism, you need to beat 122.
Oof, okay.
Give me a roll.
Right. Well, he has rolled a 19, so that has not happened.
Okay. Irini smiles at you when she... Oh, thanks, Charles. And definition of the spell is as follows. I just want to get this absolutely crystal clear and correct. Suggestion. Target will follow a single suggested act that is not completely alien to them. So no suicide suggestions, blinding themselves, etc. So all she does is, as Demos is in the process of straightening, she reaches into a belt pouch and pulls out a little phial of liquid, black liquid. It says, "My friends, you look," and she is your friend, you look unwell. In fact, both of you look unwell. This is a healing balm. It will make you feel better. Please, drink it as my friend. That to me is a suggestion. It's your friend suggesting it, and it's not something that is completely alien to Demos.
Mm-hmm.
On Demos' turn, does he... it's not his turn yet, because we need to see if the others act, but that's what happens. We'll come back to Demos' turn in a tick.
Yep, I think he probably would.
Okay.
Yeah.
He kind of... I'm
Yep.
sorry, he kind of has
He
to...
trusts his friend. He trusts his friend, so... Yeah.
True. And also because of failing that spell, he kind of has to, I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So that's the situation. I am going to... I'm going to change the camera view, and then if you can politely go and get the others, and please keep whatever we're talking about just to ourselves. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, how do I get out?
How do I get out?
I get out. What's happening? Alright, here we go.
Cool. Okay. Sorry for the messing around, folks. Oh, you with me?
Yep.
Cool. Next to act is Tarquin.
So he was going to do. I think we'd sort of coordinated. He needs some time to prep, so
Yes.
full prep.
Full prep, thank you. Cool. Leif.
Leif is prepping too.
Done. Kiros. The same, I think.
Correct.
Cool. And then Etienne.
Just waiting for the off, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. That was a really, really, really short-lived little interlude. I'm really sorry again. We do have a split party. This is what happens with split parties. I am going to ask the three of you to eject, and Demos, you have the pleasure, in inverted commas, of the GM.
Oh, okay.
Just waiting for Giles to go. Hello, Giles. Giles. There he goes. Cool. Great. Okay. So, as described, Well, you tell me what he does, but I think we've established what he does. But tell me.
Oh, you would say, thank you, friend. Thank you. I
Cool.
am very parched.
Cool. Okay. You drink it. Its first sensation is it's quite sweet, but then it becomes more bitter, and then it begins to burn going down your throat, and then the pain is just awful.
He would scream out, I think.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay.
I think it'd be like, my friend, I think your water is poisoned.
Okay. Can you make a dice roll, please? And
Well, I want it to be high or low.
you want it to be the highest dice roll you have ever made in your entire life.
Okay.
Do you want to know what you need to? I've already done the calculations. Do you want to know what you need to beat?
It has not gone well. I've rolled a 23.
Okay. Demos.
Yeah.
I actually wrote this to you.
Oh.
Just in case we needed it in advance. Quote, this is what your friend gives you. Black liquid. If you fail by plus 21, your brain dissolves and you die.
Oh. Okay. Yep, you got 23.
Yeah, you had to beat 118.
Oh, okay. So yeah, his brain is mush.
And I've written here, and I really mean it. I'm really sorry, but it's what Chonta would do.
Yeah. Poor Demos.
Poor Demos.
I don't know if he has any life saves.
I checked before this. I think he has. Well, you tell me. I thought he's only used one.
Yes, I think you're right. Let me see. Where is? I thought I can't seem to find it. No. Oh wait, yes, there it is. Yeah, he's only used one.
Okay. This is
More.
now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to. This is a massively powerful poison. It's a 60th level poison, and yeah, and she doesn't mess around. And this is what your friend gave you, and it's extremely potent. So
I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
no, I don't think so. So what I'm wanting to know is basically whether or not you would have been able to scream because of its potency.
Okay.
I think the fairest way to do that, and it is so potent. If it was like a 10th level spell, I would break it down and say no. You'd definitely be able to yell out. I'm going to say that this is an extremely hard to try to scream. So this is you've got to, with your self-discipline modifier, you've got to beat 80. If you beat 80 on a D100, what's your self-discipline?
+7.
+7. Roll well, and if you roll more than 80, you cry out.
Okay.
Give me a roll.
No, 20.
20. I'm really sorry.
Some bad rolls tonight.
Oh, God. He nicks it, and
he goes.
And his brain turns to mush. Demos is dead. Well, maybe not quite yet. Maybe not quite yet. Let's just go with that. Demos's world goes black. I'm really sorry, Aiden. A GM never likes to kill a character, but there we go. Can we please revert and head out? Can you just before before you go, can you please... I'm going to do that. Whoops, a daisy. No, I'm going to do that. Oh, dear. Hang on. I'm just going to do something on screen just before... and yes, if you can go and grab the others, that'd be great. Thank you. And please keep it to yourself. Thank you.
Will do.
I'm really sorry, Aiden.
We're going to go back out again in a minute.
I'm really sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. Okay. Just coming, just preparing the map.
I don't think we need it, do we?
Sorry. Maybe. Hang on. Oops. Oh, I'd locked Demos. Okay. Coming. Go. Just a smidge more from me. Okay, done. Okay, we are back to some corridor action. One round has been prepared. Coming back on camera. Coming back on camera. Next rounds. Rolling into the next rounds. Next. And that is the end of the rounds. Okay. Rolling next rounds. Any changes to initiative? Anything I should be aware of? Nope. Okay. Rolling. No. Rolling initiative. Once. And we're off. Next, some information. Pete's coming into your chat in a second. Just a sec. I need to go to that screen, and I need to go to Pete, your character's channel. This is Mithan. Oh, come on. Okay, Pete. Close. Wow, very close, but not. Information coming into your chat, Pete. Close. Too many screens open on my computer. Let's just take me a second. Here we go. Okay, Pete's in 3, 2, 1.
No problem.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
All right.
I just have one question. Just one question.
Before you do it, do you want to call me?
Yep. No. I think the question's quite straightforward, and I can imagine what it would be. I know. I believe I know what the answer will be, and that's fine. But I just wanted. I wouldn't feel right without checking this one.
Oh, you're a typing question. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, I forgot about the second round. I thought it was only the one round. My bad. Got it. No problem. Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense to me.
Okay, cool. Next. Etienne, your actions.
Just waiting.
Waiting, cool. Leif,
Perceiving,
prepping?
the hell of
Or...
it.
Yeah, perceiving? Sure, give me a roll.
$92.
92, sure. Okay, what's his bonus, please?
A whopping 38.
Cool. Cool. I'm sorry, doesn't... A slight muffled... He thought it might have heard a slightly muffled thud from before, perhaps. But doesn't know. But nothing. Doesn't hear anything. Leif, next.
Sort of depends on... Oh, well, Leif's prepping, yep.
Cool. Anything else?
I think Kiros...
Okay. Kiros, this is round 2 of Kiros.
Just, that's the thing. She'll prep. To be fully prepared, she only requires 2 rounds prep, is that right?
Well, she's at negative 50. So, correct. It's correct. So she starts... Yep. Yes, correct. You're right. So at 2 rounds prep, correct. She's prepped for 2 rounds, so she gets plus 20 to her roll. Yes.
And that's the most she can get for the
correct.
For plus. So, yeah. So she's intending to... This round, she'll be indicating...
Yep.
You know, we're going soon to the rest of them. She'll prep this round, and then she's indicating she's off next round.
Okay, done. You know. Done. Thank you. And that is the end of the round. Rolling initiative for round 3. Any changes to initiative that I need to be aware of?
Kiros is casting. If that makes a difference for the outside, the corridor people.
Yeah, this probably doesn't really, but you're cool.
No. Let's leave it.
Okay, rolling initiative. Okay, and we are off. Okay. Leif, your action this round, please.
He will opportunity. He is going to, assuming the portal opens, he's ready to cast his spell, so long as he has a target. So he'll be wanting to stand to one side of the portal, where Kiros is casting the portal, and be ready to cast through. So have a look and cast, and then get out of the way.
Yeah, interesting. In my head I've always imagined the portal is kind of a shimmering. You can't see through it, but I don't know. Maybe you can see through it. What do you think?
I know that's what it's always been in my mind too. But then I did read the spell. Opens a portal, 3 foot by 6 by 3 foot, in any solid surface through which anyone can pass.
Yeah.
Portal as an opening. A portal means an opening, right?
Portal.
In where we played it in storming Twilio's apartment,
yes,
it's just an absence of wall, wasn't it? Or an absence of window.
Was it? Okay, I actually can't remember. If that's how we played it previously, fine, all good. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Cool. It'd be good to actually get a firm. I've always had it in my head it was a shimmering surface, but okay, if that's how we played it in the past, let's go with that. Okay, so he's standing where, please, Pete?
So I'm assuming that Kiros is opening the portal sort of in the wall directly in front of her.
Yep.
So if she could be a little bit further back, I believe Etienne is wanting to go through.
Yep.
So Leif is aware of that, but Leif will get to act first, so he'll stand to whichever side Etienne doesn't want. Any preference, Graham? You don't care?
We discussed last time, and Etienne said he went there, but you tell me otherwise.
Cool. So if Etienne's there, Leif's on the other side then.
Great.
And so he'll be standing right up against the wall, ready to stick his head out to look, to cast a spell, pull his head back, and then allow Etienne to get through. So
yep.
he'll be right up.
Cool.
Cool.
Got it.
Thanks.
Thank you. Tarquin.
Tarquin was going to be casting his what's it called? Minor long door.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other side of the door into the room, he would like to. Just give me a moment. The instructions are just after the others, so he's wanting to see the portal appear first and see how other people are moving, reacting.
Mm-hmm.
Then he will. But he's still focused on what he's doing. So,
Can you read out, please? Minor long door. What does it say?
That's a mentalism spell, and it's the not that one. Mine's door.
I think I've got it here, Pete. I might have beaten you to it. Mine's door. Yep. Minor long door. As leaving, except the caster. So leaving is caster teleports to a point up to 100 foot away, but there can be no intervening barriers in a direct line between the target and the point. For this purpose, a barrier is anything they could not get through. A closed door is a barrier, a pit is not. Minor long door is as leaving, except the caster can pass through barriers by specifying the exact direction and distance, which is what I thought. So you can travel up to 100 feet. You need to tell me how many feet he is going and in what direction, please.
Yep, cool. I've got Giles being very specific. So he is casting after Keros, and he will be use minor long door to teleport to the room about 12 feet in, or 12 feet in.
Okay.
He will have his back to a wall, and he'll face people, and he's crouching.
He may not have the luxury of knowing where a wall is, of course. He doesn't know where a wall is. So, to finish that discussion, if the arrival point coincides with a solid or liquid material, the caster is obviously not the ground, but if the arrival point coincides with a solid or liquid material, the caster does not move. They are stunned 1 to 10 rounds, and the power points for this spell are expended. The caster can only move 50 feet, So he's wanting to move 12 foot in and 12 foot in directly into the room, or what are your instructions, Pete?
Sorry, it was 12 foot in, but now we've clarified that he wants his back to the wall he is against.
Oh, okay.
So to me, that's not 12 foot, and I believe Giles is listening in. So I'm going to say not 12 foot, Giles, maybe more like 4 foot, however thick the wall is.
Don't know how thick the wall is.
No, we don't. But you know, 4 foot's a decent. He's I can see the dots moving.
Okay.
You know, say 10 feet. 10 feet.
10 feet. He goes into the room. Yep. 10 feet. Okay.
Yep. He's crouching.
Great. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Done.
But he's casting after Keros.
After Keros. Yes, I've got that. Great. So he's waiting for Keros to cast. Thank you. 10 feet into the room was what I really wanted to know. Etienne is waiting, obviously. Keros. Keros' turn to cast. Can someone roll for her, assuming she is?
No, that's you, Graham. Wouldn't mind.
Yep, coming. 38.
38. The spell 38. Hang on. 38 plus she's 10th level. 38 plus 10. She gets plus 20 for prep. 68 minus her 50. She does succeed with an 18. The spell is cast successfully. There is a portal that you see into the room. GM is just going to show you a little bit of the room and show you what you can see. Just 1 second. I'll just do this. Oops, I'll do that. Yeah, this is probably what you can see. I'll just get the written description up on screen. about that. Okay, so looking in to the room, this is what you see. Kind of what you see. So you are here, you can see your figures there. There's Keros right there. So she has cast directly here, and unfortunately right in the way is this cabinet. Looking inside the room, you can see a wooden door here, and you can see kind of like a chaise lounge or a some kind of divan or couch or something. And the limited amount that you can see into this room, just a description, is a dark... Yeah. The room is hung profusely with faded tapestries and ripped and torn banners. So hanging all the way around the walls are torn and ripped and faded, perhaps battle standards or other things. And directly in front of you there is some kind of couch or divan, something like that. That's kind of about the angle that Leif and Keros could see. Etienne, you could see maybe a little bit further, and I'll give you a little bit more information. The rest of the room, Etienne, looks like that. I suppose, Leif, if you were peering in as well. So 3 more divan things or couches. There's another piece of furniture there. And yes, the entire room is bedecked with banners and faded tapestries, etc. Peering in, there is no one inside this room. I kind of gave you a bit of a freebie there. What do your characters do? Right in front of you, there is this piece of furniture. So if we go there, I'll see if I can just do this. Oops. Yes, I can. Oops, a daisy. There is Keros. That's where she cast. And you can see the mark on the map, right? So that's exactly where the furniture is. So there is now, and it's up against the wall. I couldn't futz around with it, but it's actually up against the wall. But you can see it. What do your characters do? So you can't get in the room. Well, you could try to shove this piece of furniture out of the way, of course.
Leif's first to act, I believe. Yep. So he will immediately try and catch. He can see straight away where he was expecting to see the room that goes to the door.
Yep.
He can see there's a wall there.
Right. Yes.
It's the wrong room. We're not in the same room.
Yes. So
he's at the right angle to see that.
Yes, he is at the right angle to see that.
He will immediately try and catch Tarquin's eye because he knows the plan, and he will say, "You'll do the whole crossing arms thing and mouth."
Okay.
Or letting Tarquin know.
Yep.
That
Cancel.
That's not worked out.
Yep.
And then he will look at Keros and Etienne for a replan, and he'll just gesture with his finger pointing up the corridor towards Tarquin, meaning let's go that way and do it again.
All right.
Yep. He'll just wait to see. I mean, he's trying to do this quietly.
Yep. Charles, can you pop yourself on mute, please? Just picking up a lot of background. Thank you. Okay.
So yeah, he'll wait for Etienne and Keros' response and Tarquin's response, basically. But that's what he's intending to do. Okay.
So everybody has opportunity to act. Keros has 25% more left to act. What do the 3 characters do? What do the 4 of you do, actually?
Well, given Leif's gesticulations, Etienne won't take on a chaise lounge, whatever it is.
Death by chaise lounge.
And, a nice period cupboard. Just he'll hold off. Yeah.
Okay.
And nod to him that okay, let's do it again.
Okay.
Leif will actually just will say, should we try the door?
Could do. Yeah, we could do.
Try the door and stand back.
Role-playing characters and doors, right?
He will just look around and we'll just get ready to do that, I suppose. Leif's holding his prep. He'll sort of sidle over to if he can move 10 foot to the doorway.
I'll give you that. Yes. Yep.
and be ready to cast his spell if possible. I mean, or hold his prep to the next round if needed.
Does Etienne move? Does Tarquin move? Does Leif, you've said you've moved, so
Yeah,
you're there.
I'm just having a think about what to do with the door. It opens inwards, does it?
Does.
So if he nudged Tarquin out of the way, or he could open the door and fling it open without actually being in the, he could turn the handle, push it, and stand back.
Yes.
I'm saying.
Yes. Easy.
So he'll kind of mime that he's going to do that.
Yep.
And then, or maybe even Tarquin could do that.
Tarquin will hold his prep and move 6 or 7 feet down the corridor to do it again, but just a bit further down.
So, okay. So Tarquin hasn't cast yet, so he's moving 7 foot down here. Is that right?
So what are we going to do open this door? So, I mean, we know what Leif's going to do. That means Karios could actually also lean in from the other side.
By the way,
right?
This is happening in real time, and your characters are speaking, just so you know.
Okay,
Yep.
all right. So, all right, just quickly, he'd whisper, Karios to the left, Leif to the right, and he'll charge to the middle when you've done.
Yep, cool.
Are you?
So, Etienne will back away to the side. He doesn't want to look in the door. He doesn't want to catch sight of the. So he'll be behind. He'll be sort of across the corridor, ready to run in the gap when the other two have acted and got out of the way.
All right. Next round, obviously, not this round.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Okay, so you've done your little shuffling rounds. Tarquin's moved another 7 or so foot down the corridor. He's there. You've shuffled around. Characters are in position to your likings. Going once, going twice. I'm going to move it on. Yes.
So Etienne's back from the door, so he's not in the doorway. So and behind, around the side.
Yeah. Okay.
So when the door is open, there's no one in the doorway.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah,
got it.
So then he's going to run in.
Okay.
With
Great.
a bit of run. So a bit of run up is good.
Yep. Got it. Okay. Cool. So cool. So that's another round. End of that round. Okay, rolling initiative. Okay, no changes to initiative that I'm aware of. Tell me if so.
Yes. Plus, Leif is going to cast using empathy, so that's a plus. So that's plus 25 rather than plus 19. So an extra 6.
Okay, great. Thank you. Fantastic. Thank you. Just going to do something map-wise and back with you guys in a second. All right, we're into the new round. Going. We're back to the map. And we are off. Leif is first to act.
He will hold his action. But he is intended to cast a spell.
Okay. Tarquin is next to act. Any news from Giles?
There, Giles? No, I think Tarquin will hold his action as well. He's wanting to. I think he'll want to cast and do his teleport in after we've smashed the door open.
Okay, great. Great. Thank you. Kairos is next to act.
She will be ready to cast as well.
Okay. Etienne is next to act. Graham. Hello, Graham.
Right. So Well, he's waiting for the door, everyone else to act. So,
sorry, was it my bad? I thought. So does Leif need to push the door then? That Leif can do that?
yes. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, my bad. But
Okay.
we're ready with everyone ready. So Leif will try the door, push up, and be ready to cast a spell and be ready to pull back.
Okay. Door opens. Quite as dramatic as that, but the door opens and swings inside. What's where are you? Leif, you're there. And Etienne is there. So this information is tell me your intention. The door is now open. What is your plan, Pete? So you basically just pushed it and step back, right?
Yep, he was wanting to sort of, as it was opening, be able to cast his spell, because he's intending to just cast a spell at Irini Chonta if he can see her, and then step back out of the way.
Okay. Okay. Let me just have a look because you won initiative. So you glance through the doorway, Mithan, Leif, as it opens, and just as the door is swinging open, like literally as it's happening, somebody it's not a shout, but it's loud, and her voice is calm, measured, and utterly certain. And you see that her sword is down, and I'll explain where her sword is in a second. And she just says, "Stop. Your friend has already drunken the poison. It will take him a minute, not hours. I can save him if you will listen." And you look inside Leif, and you see horror. Now, I'm describing the horror to you in a second. You're going to cast. I'm just trying to get the sequencing right here. Once Leif casts, Etienne, what are you wanting to do, please? Oh. Graham?
Sorry, Karios is next, and she's going to wait until Karios has leant in, and then he was going to run in.
Okay. So she gets that much of a as mentioned kind of off camera, she says exactly that. So stop. Your friend has already drunken the poison. It'll take him minutes, not hours. I can save him if you will listen. That's what you get as you look in. Leif, the first thing that you see when you look in is utter horror. Your companion, Mithan, who you have known and begrudgingly liked, or maybe not liked, or whatever, but you've certainly struggled through many situations of adversity together, is lying on the floor. Her throat is obviously completely and utterly slit. There is a very large pool of blood, and it is highly apparent to anybody in a glance. She's pale. It's highly glance. The first glance is Mithan is dead. Mithan is 100% dead. The other thing you see peering in is Irini Chonta backed most of the way into this room. She has Demos, who is lying essentially lifeless, in front of her. She's using him almost as a shield. She's crouched down, and she has a sword at his throat. You can't see much of her at all. You can see maybe 10% of her.
That's enough for his spell, though, I think.
Sure, give me a roll.
Casting a spell, please.
Yes, please. What's the range? I'll just see if I can...
Oh, actually, he might need to move in to cast, actually.
Well, let's figure this out. Let's just see if I can get rid of this irritating door. everything else wants to select, but not the thing. Oh, there it is. Is it going to work? Is it going to work? Is it going to work? Cross your fingers. Hooray! It worked! I don't believe it. So, this is what you see. Oops. So, Leif, you are here. Mithan
Sorry,
is...
can't see the map.
Oh, you can't? So
See
you can't.
Mithan's chat.
Sorry, you can see Mithan's chat. That was unhelpful. How did that happen?
Still to see it.
You could, yeah. You could see the map before, right?
Yeah, I think we did before. Something changed.
Yeah, something changed. All right. That is the view that you see. So
Cool.
Mithan is lying in a pool of blood right there. And then behind, inside, by the way, you can just make out like a pool. It looks like almost like an empty fountain or something like that there. And unfortunately, the map is not playing ball. But yeah, you can kind of make out there. And look, the counters just weren't playing ball. But Demos is in front of Chonta. She's crouching down, and I would say there's about 10% of her that you can see. She's kind of peering around. She shouted that at you, and she's got a sword across Demos's throat.
Cool. Leif's spell needs to be within 10 foot of her, and he can move 20 foot.
Okay.
25% of his action.
Okay, so let's...
Does that get him in range?
I don't think it does.
No.
I don't think it does. So Leif was there. Chonta from Leif is as follows. 40 foot away.
40 foot, so
54 foot away.
Okay, he is going to move in, saying, "I'm listening," and he'll move the 10 foot 10 foot he can with his 10% action.
Prepping, you mean?
So he's holding his prep.
Holding his prep.
And
Cool.
he'll look her in the eye and say, he'll sort of show the defensively sort of thing, "I'm listening."
So he comes into about kind of there.
Yep.
Okay.
So
Keros.
Clearish of the door.
You're pushing it a bit, Pete. That was probably more than his 10 foot. I could say he's kind of there.
Yep, thank you. Cool.
But, not a lot. Keros.
He's done.
Keros?
Who wants to make that decision? What should do?
Someone make a decision, please.
So hang on. She's heard what was said as well.
Everybody did, yeah.
And who's been poisoned?
You don't know because you can't see.
Right. Well, I think if Leif has gone in to negotiate and she realizes that, she will probably hold.
Okay.
And opportunity see through what she was intending to do. I would say, if don't you think?
Prep.
An opportunity fire if Leif is in any way attacked or harmed.
Okay.
Yep. So prep opportunity fire.
And hello, Giles. Nice to see you. And Etienne?
Same, I think. He's obviously seen.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't seen. He's seen Leif go in. Yes, he has.
Yes, he's heard what Leif is saying.
Yes.
So he will ready himself to opportunity run in, but will let the negotiations see his course. But opportunity acts listening.
Okay, sure. And we're happy with him there. Cool. And then finally Tarquin for this round. Giles. Go on mute, Giles.
Sorry. He'll cast.
He'll cast. Okay, give me a roll, please. And he's moving 10 foot into the room.
Correct.
Okay, give me a roll, please.
31.
Sorry?
31.
31. He's prepared for 2 rounds That spell succeeds. 10 foot into the room. If he had gone a short distance, he would have been there. From where he is now, 10 foot is... Oh... Yeah, I mean... I'm such a nice GM. Such a nice GM. He lands right there. Boomf. So he's there. Now, 10% action, please, to kind of orientate himself. So basically, he was somewhere. He's now somewhere different. Give me a roll, please. It's a perception roll. Basically, just to see if he's... Generally, everybody makes these rolls, but it's just to see if he's discombobulated or whatever.
72.
Yeah, he's fine. He has 15% left to act. Chonta, as soon as he comes, just screams at him, "Hold there or he dies now, before the poison."
So if we're completely honest, Chris, he will be facing that thing in the wall. I want him to try and face him that way. So
I can't understand you, Giles. Say that again.
You can't see Irini Chonta because he is facing the wall.
The way he's come.
Correct. He would turn right and essentially take one large step. That way, we can see more of Chonta.
So he's got his back to her now. He turns round. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
I mean, you take a step around. That's what you do, so we can see what's there.
Okay, so he turns around. Great. Anything else?
Yeah, I don't think so. He'd be a bit angsty about her stopping that top.
Okay, so right at your feet is, and your feet are in Mithan's blood. She is completely pale. Her throat has been slit. She is very, very, very dead. Yes, her blood is everywhere. Okay. By the way, Giles, I'm catching every second or third word, so you may want to, if you can fix your mic, that's cool. We are going to continue. We'll go into that round. No one else doing anything. I think most people were prepped. Okay. Initiative. Any changes to initiative I need to be aware of, please?
Leif's the same. He probably shouldn't have had that initiative. He was intending to cast.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yep,
So
plus 6.
Plus 6. Thank you. That's great. Yeah. Great. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else that I need to know? Going once. Going twice. Okay. Maybe to give poor Aiden something to do. Maybe Aiden can help with some of the decisions and some of the dice rolls, perhaps. So Chonta says, now I'm going to be narrating a little bit of what she says. As more of the round, so she has one initiative. If any of you at any point over the course of this round want to do more than speak, at a point a little bit later on in the round, tell me, and it can be your turn. Okay, does that make sense? So Chonta is going to say the following, and it's up to you guys to interrupt me if you want to make an action. Put your hand up is the easiest thing to do, because I don't miss mid-flow. So she says again to Leif, and she has a surprisingly deep voice. You've never known what this, you've only heard of this woman, this arch nemesis of yours, from what you've been told. I might actually just, for argument's sake, at least for the moment, pause the battle music. We might come back to it, but we are technically in rounds. Kind of a deepish voice. She looks exactly like that. She's got that scar down one eye. She only appears to be seeing out of one eye. Like the other people that you have seen that she has been accompanied, she is very thin. Doesn't look very well at all. She's got sores and scabs on her face. Her hair is lank, parts of it falling out. She's got several quite prominent cuts, etc. She has not enjoyed her time in Tarak Nev. That's pretty apparent. There seems to be a few people like that. So she says the following. She kind of reiterates and says, and again, if you're wanting to jump in or say something, it's kind of, we're going to free flow around a little bit. She starts off, but you guys can intercede. So she says again, your friend has already drunken the poison. It'll take him minutes, not hours. I can save him if you will listen. And you know that I do not lie about such things. There is an antidote. Rare, difficult, hidden. She tilts her head a little bit. I know where it is. So before, and she's got, actually she has both a dagger and a longsword in each hand. I think I mentioned that she had both weapons. She's probably actually got the dagger underneath Demoth's throat. She's got the longsword up. Her longsword is down, interestingly enough. She's not pointing it at you. She says, before you rush forward, before you make yourselves heroes, she kind of scoffs. Heroes. Such a terrible place as this. This is no place for a hero. You might consider listening. She kind of straightens a little bit. Because this moment, right here, this moment is the truth of your world. And she gestures with her head at Mithan's lifeless body and Demos's body. One lies dying, one already dead. And you stand at the door with steel in your hands. Too late to save either. Tell me, how many times has this happened? How many villages burned while your betters debated? How many kings sent good men to die for borders drawn in ink? How many priests spoke of virtue while hoarding power and coin? You've seen it. I know you have. The rot, the corruption, the lies dressed up as order. She straightens a little bit. Not aggressive, but with intent. And still, you fight for it. Don't you even know what I am trying to do? No conquest, no power, an end. Pete.
Leif will want to move forward his 20 foot, cast a spell so once he's within 10 foot of her. Can he make his... This is just a... Can he make his... What should we call it? Sorry, the yelling out as we cast spells. Flamboyant incantation. Can he make that in his spell, the language he's using for the spell? Can he shout or make it sound like he's... Any way he can conceal that he's casting a spell, basically, by shouting words?
No.
No, not really. Cool.
No,
okay.
The whole point of Essence is it is the loudest, and the most intrusive of all of the magic.
Okay. I think he still will do that. He will be doing his shouting, so he's going to have the whole plus 15. He's prepared.
So how many steps is he moving?
3 rounds. So he can move 20 foot. That's 75%. That's 25% of his movement.
Okay, 20 foot is there. She gets to here. You get to there, and she says, if you take one step forward, I will slit his throat. Does Leif continue?
Leif will continue. Okay, if he's only moved... Oh, he's moved how far?
Moved to there. Like he's taken 2 steps forward.
Cool. He will continue to prep.
Okay. If you take 1 step forward, if either of you, and she looks at Tarquin, if either of you take 1 step forward, I will murder him now.
Etienne is prepping.
Okay.
No, Leif will stop where he is, and he'll continue to prep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. She looks at both of you, and there's no doubt in your mind, the knife is there. There's a little bit of blood coming down from Demos's throat. The blade has bit into a little bit of his throat. You see Demoth, by the way, twitch a little bit, and black foam is coming out of Demos's mouth. And maybe something coming out of his ears, too. And possibly his nose. And his eyes. He's kind of twitching on the ground. Take a step forward, and I will cut his throat. She continues. She continues. You tell me what you want to do, of course.
No, Leif's holding there.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
She says, "Do you not even know what I'm trying to do? Not conquest, not power. An end. An end to world where magic is a weapon of the few, where birth decides worth, where the strong write history and the weak are buried beneath it. You call it madness, revolution, heresy. I call it mercy. Your friend dies because this world made me what I am. It made all of this inevitable. But," and she digs the knife a little bit tighter into his neck, "but he does not have to die. I can save him. Walk away from this room. Lower your weapons. Listen. Help me finish what I've already begun. And I will not only save him." She glances over at Mithan's body. "I will make sure that no one has to die like this again. Or kill me. Save your friend, if you can find a cure in time, and go back there. Back to the same kings, the same lies, the same endless cycles of suffering. So choose. Not between me and them, but between a world that is and the one that could be." End of the round.
End of the round. How many rounds was that? That was about how many seconds? About 30?
It was 20 seconds. Just go with the story. Yeah, 20 seconds. Go. Yeah.
I think during that time, if Keros is prepped full, correct me if I'm wrong, others, she would step into the doorway so she could see, not necessarily not coming in, but just so she can gets a good look, and she would cast a spell. Does that work with everyone?
Yeah.
Running Keros?
Yep. Cool. Got it. Sometimes I really just don't like this map. Keros. That's Keros. Looks like Etienne, but it's Keros. Okay, so she goes to there. And
she would move to the doorway and then move back. So she'd cast Lord Sleep.
Okay.
Can I just check, would Tarquin be able to see her into the room?
No, not from there.
Keros isn't moving into the room.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. Range for Lord Sleep?
100 foot.
Okay. Yep, that's
She's
fine.
Prepped maximum, and she will be shouting. So that's a +10.
Yep, cool. Cool.
No! And I'm not going to roll this.
Okay, give me a roll, please.
Someone else,
Alrighty.
please.
Okay, come on then, Keros. Let's see. Let's do this. 47.
47, plus 20, plus 10 for her level, minus 50. There is a result of 27.
Plus 10 for yelling.
Plus 10 for yelling, sure, yeah. That's 37. Irini Chonta gets a plus 20 on this roll. You are what level, please?
She's 10th.
10th, cool. Just a second. Okay. With the plus 20, Irini Chonta, do you want me to hear what she has to roll?
Yeah, we better know, I reckon.
She is. Oh, and I'm just having a terrible time with my technology tonight. To beat that roll, she has to roll an 8 or better. ! Space D100, crossing your fingers and your toes. If she rolls an 8 or less, your foe collapses. Here's the roll. She doesn't. She's just had a spell cast against her.
Is it her go or Etienne's?
Oh, it's definitely her turn. She's beaten all of you on initiative. So she waited. Obviously, she waited until the end of that speech. So we're into the new round. Yes. Okay. Hang on. Actually, I've screwed that up. That was the end of the round. We should have actually gone into rounds. Damn it. We should have stuck to my rounds. So, next actor. Let's see if Etienne happened to beat Keros. Etienne, you do act first.
Well, in that case, he will step forward and do the same.
Okay. Damn it. Came out of the rounds. No, she would have got to act first. So Keros stepped forward and did that. Sorry, she's beaten you both on initiative. So absolutely, your enemy gets to beat both of you and it gets to react to both of you. Sorry, Etienne, I'm sorry to put you foul there. So she run initiative. Keros acted on her turn to step up. Chonta's waiting for you to react. Keros said that she was moving up at the end of her speech and to cast, and then Chonta reacts to that, and then Etienne can react after that. I'm sorry, Etienne, but she definitely beat you on initiative. Apologies, I put you wrong there. I think she'd just been attacked. She just said back off. She's just been attacked. The attack has failed. I would say interesting. I'm going to make a roll, actually. I'm going to make a roll. If it's 25 or under, she decides amazingly to keep... No, if it's 33 or under, she amazingly decides to keep chatting. Here's the roll. Ha! Do that again, she says. Make one more attempt. And I swear, I will kill him. I've killed him already. But I'll kill him faster. Now, Etienne, is your turn if you wish to act.
Right. I think Karios is obviously stepped back. I think so I think he will still do the same because I don't actually see the scenario where she's got an antidote stashed somewhere randomly in this building. Somehow. However, she's in a tight spot to say anything. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to risk it. How many rounds is he now prepared?
2.
Yeah, call it 2.
Okay, well, it's going to have to risk it. Sorry, everyone, but I think it's very risky, but I think I'm going to have to do it because I actually don't think he believes her and, yeah, nor what she's saying. So I'm going to have to do it, I think.
Okay. Just let me do one very quick little thing. I'm just having a bad night with the pooter. Great. Okay. So Keros stepped back to make a quick decision. Which side? Where'd she go? Okay, she moved there. Cool. Etienne, you move in.
Yes.
Yeah, too late. Etienne, you do what, please?
Transcend.
Okay. Cool. Give me a roll, please.
23.
Which is a success or failure?
Success.
Okay. And
Right, well, he'll throw everything into this cast, I guess. I know it's massively risky, but if anyone thinks otherwise, say. But then again, he's got a minus on the roll, hasn't he?
he's got a minus, correct? He has a minus 25.
No, I think he's going to have to risk it.
Okay, cool. Give me a roll.
So he's doing everything he can, obviously, to gesticulate, noise, all the rest of the bollocks.
Mhm.
And then this has to work. Come on, Etienne.
No pressure.
88.
88, it's a good roll. Plus, he doesn't have base spells, correct? He doesn't have base spells, Graham?
No.
Okay. Any other mods other than the negative 25?
Well, he's gesticulating and noises and all the rest of it.
Plus 15. No, he can't gesticulate because he hasn't got a hand, because he's holding a sword, I'm assuming. But he gets plus 5 for the shouting.
Shouting's 10.
Shouting's 10. Okay. Okay, and... Alright. Not a great roll in the end because of that negative 25, but she does have a minus to this roll. She's got a negative 10 as opposed to the plus. Etienne, I'm assuming she needs a resistance roll, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so the spell is calm. Target will take no aggressive action or offensive action or fight only if attacked.
Okay, cool. Great. What level are you, please?
10.
10.
9 at the moment. Sorry.
9. Cool. 9.
Effectively 10.
Yep. Cool. Thank you. Okay. All right. With that negative 10, because of a good roll, she needs to roll and it's channeling. She needs to roll she has, taking her mods into account, she needs to roll a 35 or better.
Fuck.
Okay. Here's the roll. At negative 25 hurt you a lot. It would have been a much better roll without your injury. Exclamation mark R space D 100. If she rolls under 35, the spell is successful. Here's the roll coming in the open now.
Yes.
So you do that, and she only spoke last time. She only threatened to take aggressive action. She just looks at all of you. Damn you. Damn you all to hell. And he is dead anyway. Exclamation mark R space D 100. and she disappears.
Okay.
Not an aggressive action.
No. So, do I notice her in the corridor?
No.
Oh,
She has disappeared. You cannot see her. You have 25% left to act, Etienne.
I think Etienne would pull Carrios in through the door and shut the door.
Okay. Yep, you can do that in 25%. I'm not going to futz around with the door. This map has given me enough grief tonight. Keros realistically needs to act on her own. You really can't pull a character for that length, but she had some action. I'm going to say that she came in. The door is now closed. Moving on to the next, and that is the end of Etienne's turn, unless he says something.
It says we need to check if she's invisible or whether she's teleported.
Okay.
And we need to see if... Carrios, have you got anything that will stop poison? We have some antidotes on it.
That's it. That's your action.
Right.
Yep, that's your action. So as soon as she disappears, Demos collapses on the ground. He's kind of twitching, and there's definitely something oozing out of his ear. And he's kind of frothing at the mouth. He's not looking good. And next to act is Leif.
Leif will... So the door is closed, is that right?
The door is closed.
Yeah, cool. Leif will sorrowfully move to Mithan.
Yep.
And look in her pack and find her herb fridge, and we'll look for the sweet sorrel and say, this is a universal antidote. Keros, can you prepare it, please? And give it to Demos.
Okay. Okay. So talk me through the actions in that, please, Pete.
So yeah, I mean, he's very sad approaching Mithan, but he's aware that Demos is in dire straits, so that takes priority. He knows about Mithan's herbs.
Mm-hmm.
He knows how, so he would go to her pack and look for the little.
Yep. So
box.
that's his full round doing that. Yes. Okay.
Cool.
You can do that in one round.
Yep.
Yes. Great.
Cool.
Next to act is Tarquin.
He'll be saying, Mithan's got an antidote. Keros, prepare, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Demos. Tarquin. Giles.
What's the ground made of?
Stone. White marble.
No sand, dust, or anything. This is a dusty place.
This room is enclosed. Certainly outside there was ash and stuff that you could pick up and chuck around. This room appears to have been closed for a very long time. There's certainly dust and stuff in here, but I would say the chance of there being dust or something that you want to throw is less. I'm going to say that there is a 35% chance that there's kind of a handful of something you could chuck around. Give me a roll, and if you roll under 35, there's something there.
No, got it rolling low. 40.
40? There ain't. I'm sorry. There's kind of dust in the room, but nothing you can pick up. And
that's fine. So he's going to use 70% of his action to perceive.
Yep.
And what he is really looking for is kind of traces of wind, anything that might give an indication of whether this woman is here and invisible, because presumably if she moves, she's going to make wind, or if things are completely still. So he wants to try and see if there's any possibility he can discern whether she is invisible or has teleported somewhere. Is that clear, Chris?
That's clear. Yep, sure. Give me a roll, please. It's a master roll.
30. Does
30?
he get 20 on it?
Sorry?
Identifying. Does he get an extra 20 for identifying exactly what he wants to do?
He does,
Totally, I don't see it
but there's a whopping penalty on it, so yep, you can take the 20. It's a roll of a 20, okay. And what's his bonus,
30.
please?
He rolled 30. He rolled
30, sorry. What's his bonus, please?
105. Plus that 20.
He doesn't see anything. He's peering everywhere, looking for anything he could see. Wind in
He's going to
particular.
move.
Yep. Yes.
Cool. He's going to move. He got 24 feet of movement. He's going to move as close as he can towards Demos.
Okay.
And with his 3 words or thereabouts, I think he'd remind Karios that she can diagnose any problem.
Yep.
She cast that level 1 prosaic magic spell on everyone except Tarquin many games ago.
Yes.
And she now needs to cast us that level 10 spell. I know Alex isn't here. I'm not quite sure how we're playing, Karios. Sorry, I missed that.
It's okay. Like you're actually at Demos, so yeah, he's not looking good.
I think you want to pick him up right to kind of hold him.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So he's got this black kind of foam coming out of his mouth, and yep. Okay. Okay. Cool. That is definitely your turn, Tarquin. Next to act is Leif.
He will. So he's made the pack and got out the herb box. Correct.
Oh, sorry, he had done that this round. Yeah, cool. I'd forgotten that. Yep. So into the next, we're ending that round. We are going to stick to rounds, actually. We're going to stick to rounds. So rolling initiative. Rolling initiative. Any changes to initiative? Life. He's got them.
He will. Cool. He will be getting out. Did Kairos have her turn?
She did. She cast the spell last round. Yep. Cast. No. She moved into the. We got them order mixed up. We're onto a fresh round. We're done. So yep, moving on.
Cool. Leif will take the sweet sorrel out of the herb box and take it to Kairos, offering his. I don't have the information on sweet sorrel. It's not from Campaign Lord. Do we know where it's from?
Yeah, we can answer that.
Thank you.
What does it say from what you've got?
In our XP tracking sheet, it says that it is universal poison antidote.
Okay, cool.
Hang on. Oh no, I'm wrong. Oh, maybe I'm not. No, I need to read more about it. Yep, need to. But I could be backing up the wrong tree.
Have you got the information or not?
It says universal poison antidote instantly stops poison gas, won't cure damage already done, leaves inhale. But I don't know if that's the end of it. When it says universal poison antidote, does that mean only for gases? I don't know.
Hang on. I've got it here. Just a second.
Thank you. Sorry to not have that.
That's all right. It's all good. This might take a little bit. I'm going. Here's sweet sorrel. Yep, sweet sorrel. Incense that acts as an antidote for poisonous gases will instantly stop the effect of any poison in gas form, but damage already done must be healed by other means.
So we don't know if it's a poisonous gas. Guessing not. Damn.
Well, we have others.
Well,
do we not? I thought it was universal. Okay.
That's what it says, but that's for universal, perhaps for poison gas.
Correct.
For gases. That's all that Mithan has got. Well, Mithan had.
Okay.
She's of course got the cure poison spell. That's all she's got in terms of antidotes. It was the other party that had heaps.
Yes, you guys did. Okay. So Leif is kind of presenting a herb and then thinks better of it. What does he do? Tell me his action, please.
Well, if he knew that already about it, he wouldn't have been getting it out. You know, he would be. Well, he would be tending to Mithan, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sort of. We're still in the midst of combat, but he's just going to take him. He's going to take a moment.
Sure. His friend from all kinds of trials and tribulations, someone he's come grudgingly to like, perhaps, is lying dead at his feet. And Pete, this is a character that has been played in not one but 2 campaigns, and I am sorry to see Mithan's death.
It's what makes sense. So
yep. Okay. Life's taking a moment. What does Keros do, please?
I think, as Tarquin reminded her, I think she would want to cast that information spell on Demos.
Okay.
Agreed.
It's the level 10 prosaic magic spell, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my reflection is... I'm sorry, Chris.
Yep, sure. So how far can she... So we're not totally gaming it. How far... So she can get part way to Demos, but can't get to Demos and cast this round. So tell me
I think she would want to take it. I mean, she's at -50. That's a risk. So I think she would, as much as I bet she would hate it, she would want to take 10% to prep. So move 10%.
Yep.
And say, bring him to me.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Great. Done. So she's prepping. Tarquin, what are you doing, please? You've had a look last round.
Taking Demos to Carrios.
Okay. Beginning to. Yep. Okay.
That's a good idea.
You could probably drag him. Begin to drag him at least.
Yeah, he's a little guy, but he's strong. But yeah, Demos is massive, isn't he? He'll drag him as close as he can.
Yep. What is Demos Tarquin's strength, please?
74. Oh, +9.
Okay, so not actually massively strong. So he gets him to about there in one round. Without assistance. I'm sorry that you're kind of sitting here just twiddling your thumbs. Etienne.
I'm enjoying listening, and I'm really sorry about the fan.
Etienne, what are you doing, please?
Well, I think he's concerned that she may be invisible.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to step out into the room and wildly swing his sword and be observant as he possibly can. So he's perceiving, but into the corner, so to the right of Carrios. You will go around, whirling his sword around him, so moving further into the room than that.
Yeah, I don't think I can. Yep, got it. So he's moving over here.
Anyways,
yep.
Yeah, he's whirling his sword all at 360 degrees all around him and taking care not to hit the party.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll kind of make his way across to whatever that thing is in the corner.
Okay. So I should have described the room a little bit more. This is some kind of bathroom. Mithan has died in a bathroom. That's an old kind of what appears to be well or fountain here. It's got pipes up to it. These are cubicles with squat toilets in them, and these here are wash basins with kind of elaborate piping coming down into them. Okay, so Etienne does that. He begins to move over here. I'm having issues with the map, so I'm not going to move his counter, but I know that he's making his way over here. Okay, that's the end of that round. Next round is... Oh, you said you're making a perception roll too? Yeah, give me a roll, please. Sorry, I forgot to do that.
48.
48?
No, 48.
Okay. What's his bonus?
38.
Plus 38, minus 25. He doesn't see anything, I'm afraid. See or hear or smell anything. Leif.
Leif will help Tarquin drag poor Demos over to Keros.
Done. So, oops, Tarquin. Done. Between the two of you, you complete that this round.
Cool.
Keros' turn. She's prepared 1 round.
So she's prepared 1 round, which means she has got plus 10 to this.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So negative 40. So she could do some waving. No, she could do some shouting, which would put her at plus 10 and another plus 10. So she'd be at negative 30. So she'd fail on a 32.
Hmm?
Oh, she'd get base spells.
Yes.
So she'd fail on a 22. She could reduce that to a so another round prep people. What would she do? I think it's pretty
Well, we're at least 5 rounds in, so he's had 50 seconds of dying.
So she better do it this round. Yeah, I don't want to roll, but so she'll fail on a 22. But I reckon she should cast.
Okay.
Okay.
Give me a roll.
You want me to do this?
Yes, please.
I haven't been that lucky so far. Come on, Karos. It's time to get lucky.
No
Excel.
pressure, mate.
Fuck.
Oh man! Oh, by 1.
Some days it all goes right, and some days it all goes wrong.
That's a spell failure. Roll the spell failure, please. It's a non-attack spell, so it's not so serious.
68.
So you
Okay.
could short your mind out.
Sorry, Aidan.
Apparently, inconvenient distraction causes caster to cast useless spell but not lose the spell points. Stunned 1 round.
Oh man.
And I think Paris only has 22 spell points left, and I think the spell uses 10, so that's massively lucky.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. So
Okay.
I wasn't sure about her 22.
Okay. And then I think that's everybody's action this round. Tarquin. Oh no, Etienne, what are you doing, please? This round.
Continuing his tour of the room, whirling his sword around.
Okay. Where are you planning on going now? Kind of made your way. Over.
He'll go around the fountain, give a nice sweep over the fountain in case there's anyone in there to chop.
Yep.
And then he'll start chopping up the bogs.
Okay.
Over the bogs and just round everywhere, really.
Yeah, cool.
Until he's settled. There's nobody actually in the space.
Unless they move, of course. Give me a roll.
Well, they might, but he might hear that, right? He might hear the scuffle of them moving.
At negative 25. Sure. Give me a roll.
86.
86. Okay. 86. What's his bonus, please?
38. Presumably he's not the only one perceiving.
Yeah, other people have been Tarquin had 1 quick look, but you've been occupied with Demos so far. So yes, only 1 person has devoted them to this. He doesn't see or hear anything. That is the end.
He should definitely get a bonus for 86ing, trying to 86 her.
That is nice. That is the end of that round. Rolling next rounds. We're off. Zipping through it. We've ever had so many rounds go so fast. Let me just check something. Oops, hang on. Where is the dice when you need it? Here it is. Okay. Yeah. All right. Next is Etienne. He won initiative again. Anything else?
Well, he'll just keep doing what he's doing, really. And
Sure.
He's perceiving and he's swiping his sword around and just listening and seeing what he can.
Sure. Give me a roll, please.
94
94.
plus 38.
Roll again, please.
$100.
100. Okay. And what's his bonus?
38.
Some information coming into your chat. Will be in a second, Etienne. With you now?
He will swipe that location and make a noise saying, I saw something here.
Okay. Give me an attack roll, please.
10.
10. Your luck tonight has been extraordinary, Graham. What's the skill with the broadsword, please?
137.
Okay. Your blade doesn't meet any resistance. You just swipe midair. Nothing.
I was rolling down then.
You also rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you 3 words if you want. Oh no, you've already spoken and you've already swung. Next. Leif, you've heard that from... so you're kind of taking a moment with Mithan's body. Just heard Etienne say that. Do you do or say anything?
He'd like to go and attack the same area.
Okay. Okay, distance is 46 foot. What does he do?
So you move and attack.
Okay. With what weapon?
His longsword.
So you put it down. Okay, yeah, you picked it up. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Or take picking it up. I mean, he was dragging Kyros last, wasn't he?
He was dragging.
Right. If he needs to pick it up, that's fine. We'll take a minus that off. Or
Yeah. No. Cool. Okay. Moves over and takes a swing. Where?
At the place that Etienne was indicating.
Okay.
Or yeah.
Etienne, you do what? You can. It's a couple of words, a nod, or whatever.
Middle. Well, he'll say, middle cubicle.
Cool.
Okay. Give me a roll, please.
Oh man, 17. He's at -40.
Yeah, he is.
And 1, 2, 3 is a OB.
Yeah. It's a miss. You're just cutting air.
Cool. Okay. that's him for this round, I assume.
Well and truly. Yep, that's his
Cool.
movement and attack. Yep. Okay. Next to act is Tarquin.
Not that the others will be able to understand, but I take it that Demos is still alive, as far as we can tell.
I haven't actually got to Demos yet, but I'll tell you right now. He does one last shudder, gasps, and then lies completely still. Looks like Demos is dead.
He's got 10 seconds, so I think he would check for a pulse.
Okay. Demos be deed.
Okay.
That's your action.
10 seconds to check for a pulse. You won't even let me say anything.
Oh, say something. Sure.
Yeah, okay, so I think in Kisnell,
If you want to
you
write
shout-
it, if you want to write it, you can write it.
I'm
Or-
happy enough just
yep,
telling you it's fine.
Sure. Yep.
So I think in Kisnell he'd say, oh, great one. This is the end of the road.
Mhm.
Demos's death guarantees her death. You cannot succeed. But it's in Kisnell. I mean, everyone will hear him speak Kisnell, but no one will be able to understand. He'll be growling like a, I don't know, troll or something, I guess.
Pretty much. So Demos, Tarquin is sounding like he's possessed. Okay. Next.
Freudian slip.
Yep. Next is Keros. You were stunned this round, correct? Yes, from the spell failure.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. End of this round.
Jesus creepers.
Yeah, quite. Rolling initiative. Roll this in the open. That's a good roll. Okay. All right. What does Leif do?
That was in Etienne's channel, by the way.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yep, that's okay.
Leif will do a full perception as Etienne is doing his. If Etienne continues to do his sweeping,
Okay.
so he'd want to spend 100% on perception.
Yeah, cool. Give me a roll, please.
$86. What's another 86?
Mm.
We've got to be able to 86 her this time. Come on.
What's
Leif has an 86 himself.
what's his perception?
He has got a perception. He's at negative 40. He's got a
Yep.
perception of 68.
Cool.
But he's spending 100%. So does that mean it gets plus 70? Oh, that seems extreme to me. I think there should be a cap on that, personally.
Hmm. He gets a bonus on that. Yep.
Yeah, cool.
He doesn't see anything.
Cool. Thank you. He will say, I can't see anything, and I've looked well.
Next is Keros. She is now unstunned.
I think she'd be having a look too, don't you?
Yeah.
Possibly putting her back to the door.
Yeah, good idea. Or back to a wall.
Yeah, well, then the door can't open.
Oh, true. Yep.
So tell me what she does.
Yep. Perception for her, please.
With the
Okay.
back against the door.
So hang on. So she moves back and then does a perception. Is that right?
Correct.
Thank
Correct.
you. Okay, give me your roll, please.
Go, Graham.
All right. It's going so well. Happy to hang up my dice. 7, there you go. Perfect.
7.
Last.
Yeah. What's your bonus, please?
Sorry, 35.
35. Cool. So again, a person trying to make a perception with a negative 50. She doesn't see a thing.
Nope.
Cool. Okay. Etienne.
I'll have another crack.
Sure. Give me a roll, please.
$38.
It's 38. Cool. What's his bonus?
137.
Oh, he's making a swing with the sword? Yep. Okay, sure.
137.
Cool. Katsuya. Next actor is Tarquin.
Back to the wall seems like a good idea.
Yep.
Which he'll do.
Yep.
We can't see the map. I don't know how much of his
Oh,
movement
why
that will
can't?
take.
Oh, sorry.
We haven't been seeing the map for a little while.
Oh, sorry, guys. You should please tell me. I have so many screens up. I don't know what you're seeing and what you're not. Damn, sorry. Yep.
So it'll be. I guess he'll move to close to the fountain.
Okay. Just a
Which
few
is how
feet,
far?
and which is 10 foot.
Cool. And he'll use 50% of his action to transfer his weapon. So he'll put his magical dagger into his dominant hand and his short sword into his non-dominant hand.
Yep.
Which leaves him about 40%, yeah?
Yep, about that.
Which he will perceive with.
Okay, give me a roll, please. And I'll give you a bonus for the additional.
92.
92.
105.
I gave you a bonus on that. Yeah, some information coming into your chats, Tarquin. There we go. That'll be there. There we go. Now, you don't have a negative to your perception, interestingly enough, Tarquin. You don't have a negative 50 or a negative 40 or a negative 25. Yes. It's got 3 words left.
Can I have 5? The
Sure.
3 of them are in personal.
Sure. You may want to type. You may want to type them, or not.
I think it's fine. Oh,
Yeah.
I actually. I'm going to type them.
Okay.
So what he's going to do is point.
Yep.
He's going to point to between the 2 vanities.
Yes.
And we're all speaking South Tongue, aren't we?
Yes.
And in South Tongue, he'll say, "She's there." And then what you guys will hear is after that.
She's there. Okay, and then. Okay. Done.
Just so you know, GM, seeing as you're not here, but you need to know everything.
Interesting.
That-
Okay.
that-
Very,
no,
very,
seriously.
very interesting. Okay, thank you. That is the end of that round. Rolling initiative. Does anybody change any initiative? Rolling initiative. Irini Chonta breaks into a run. She becomes visible as she starts moving. She and this is where my own encounter mods foul things up, because if she engages in combat, she can't run. She's going to have to. She rushes up and, with her long sword out, buries it in Keros's side. Or plans to. It's 35 foot. She's got a negative 35 to this roll.
Did she draw it? Or...
No, she's had it in her hand the entire time. Remember? Yep. Okay.
Well, I think Clarios would be full parry.
Okay. Did she put it in the chat? What is she parrying with her hands?
Whatever she's got.
Yeah, she can't parry because she doesn't have a weapon, unfortunately.
Got a dagger.
Yeah, but she hasn't got a dagger in her hand. That I'm aware of. No one's told me that she's got a dagger in her hand.
Nope.
Any change? Did I miss something? Did Keros have a dagger in her hand? No, I don't think so. Thank you.
No. Can she take any kind of defensive maneuver?
No. Irini Chonta has got surprise, and she won initiative. Well, she won initiative, so she gets to act before Keros gets to act.
Yeah.
Yeah. She initiative order, right? She can't parry. She can't dodge. She can't dodge on her turn, sure, but she can't otherwise. Unless I've made a mistake, please tell me otherwise. That is a 30 and an E/ on Keros. I'm going to roll the E/ in the open. Wait a minute. I didn't roll the attack. I didn't roll the attack in the open, and I should. And she's also doing this instead. Hang on. Yeah, okay. So, slight change. Because because I didn't roll in the open, and I've been rolling all of these rolls in the open, so that is unfair to Keros. Here's the attack roll. Exclamation mark R space D 100. Cross your fingers. 83. It's more than she rolled last time. But she is using less activity because she has plans. What would she do? The luxury of being a player and having an entire round to think about what your actions are. No, that's what she was going to do. That's what she was going to do. So she's going to stick with that. And the attack wasn't actually good enough. So 17 in a B slash on Keros, which is a lot better than the E. I am going to roll the critical in the open. Here's the B on Keros, exclamation mark R space D100, coming at Keros now. It's 22. It's pretty tame on Keros. Foe must parry next round at -20, plus 2 hits. Now, critically, Keros has been injured. How do we resolve this? GM checks his notes. Just coming, this will just take me a second or so. Here we go. Ooh. Pain intolerant. You have a lone pain threshold. Every time you take damage, you must make a resistance roll versus your own level, modified by triple your self-discipline bonus, and by the number of concussion hits as a negative modifier to the and by the number of concussion hits that you take as a modifier. Right, got it. If the RR falls, you fall unconscious. So, she took, what did I say, 13 plus 2, so that's 15. What is her self-discipline, please?
Plus 13.
Plus 13. 13 times 3 is 39. So she's 50. Sounds very complex. It's actually not very complex. I just had to get my head around it. So she normally had to roll 50 minus 39 plus 15, because it was 15 hits that she took. That's correct. It was normally be 50 modified by a self-dis, and then the amount of hits that she took. She took 13 hits in total. Done. Keros needs to roll better than a 26 or she passes out. Don't want to swap dice roller?
Or did Aiden roll it? Yeah?
Aiden could roll it. No pressure, Aiden.
Okay, here we go.
Better than a what? Sorry, 20.
26.
Oh god, I haven't rolled anything higher than a 25 tonight, but I will do my best.
That's perfect. You've got rid of all your low rolls.
Yeah.
What do you roll?
Well done.
36, is that
36. Amazingly. 76. Doesn't matter. It's passed. So, the critical thing was, did Irini Chonta foul Keros and then get the access to the door and not have to disengage for maneuver to get into the corridor? She did not. Irini Chonta has her back to you, facing, well, no, her back facing this way. So she's standing at Keros. She's just attempted to stab Keros, basically slopping around in Mithan's blood. The next actor is And we are going to turn on the combat music right now. Who is next? Bated breath. Leif is next. Leif, what is your action?
He's going to run and attack Irini Chonta, please.
Okay.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. Fancy that. She made a desperate move and it screwed up on her. You'll have a negative 37 to the roll. Give me a roll, please.
Cool.
I'll give you a not a complete rear because Mithan's body's in the way, but I'll give you a rear flank.
There's enough room for other people to come in and attack her too, I believe.
Certainly one on the issue is there's a big pool of blood and Mithan's body is there. Someone with a long weapon might be able to get her from behind. Said that she couldn't get her from behind. No, actually 3 people could. 1, 2, 3. So actually you could get her from behind if you wished.
No, he'll leave the behind foot shot for someone who's better at him. So he'll go for the rear flank and leaving the behind shot for someone else.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
So long as we can all get
Well,
access.
hang on.
Have a go.
Rear flank and flank. I would. That's front on. That's front on. Being a little bit. What am I? More I think about it, definitely rear. Yeah, flank and rear flank. I'll give 2 people that because I'm nice. What are you taking, Pete? Rear flank or flank?
Rear flank, please.
Okay, cool. Give me a roll. Make it good.
Is 11 good?
11's terrible. You guys are not rolling well tonight.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
So what's his bonus, please?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, and you said it was a rear flank, so you get plus 25 to this roll. You have negative 50. You also negative 40. Yes. No, neg 50 because you're down on hits. Yep.
Yep. Makes sense. Yep.
Yes, and you've also moved up to her, so there's that. She ducks and weaves out of the way. You just... Oh, sorry. The result was... what was the result? 11?
Yes.
Okay. You miss. Slip in Mithan's blood, and you miss. Quite disastrously. Next is... is Keros. Was Keros stunned?
I think... Yeah. Bo must parry next round.
Bo must parry next round. This round.
This round.
Correct.
Can she draw her dagger?
You tell me.
Yes, she can, because it's. Oh, the only other thing is moving. Other actions are moving and maneuvers. At a stun must parry, so she can draw a weapon. Yep.
Arguably, yes. Yes, she can draw a weapon.
So she will, so she intends to have something to parry with next round. What's her...
Okay, so she's drawing this round. That's what I need to know. Thanks. Anything else she's doing?
No.
Etienne is next. Graham. Hello, Graham.
Sorry, hang on. Well, surprisingly, he's going to turn and move and attack.
Cool. You have a negative 32 to this roll because you're running it, moving and attacking. It's a rear attack. Give me a roll. Make it big.
If he is successful, he'll also unleash the last fire charge.
Okay.
Come on, Etienne. Let's go big. Think big, Etienne. 66. We did that on the crit.
Yep. What's the 66? What's the skill with the sword, please?
137.
137. Thank you. There's negative 30 to his activity because he moved. 137. It is a rear attack.
Yeah.
That is... I'll only give her part of her DB. She's aware that she's about to be attacked, but it's coming from behind, so she's kind of glancing over her shoulder. That made the difference, actually. Reducing her DB, which I think is fair. So just to check that, it's 137. You're at a negative 25 mod. You've moved for 30, but you do get a rear attack. She gets only part of her DB, kind of glancing to one side. And... Actually, what she would have done, I've just realised, because she still had some activity left, because she attacked Keros and was planning to use the remainder of her activity to open the door. She actually parried on Leif, because that would have been the first incoming attack. So that attack was ineffectual. She didn't parry on Etienne. She would have otherwise. So you're lucky, Etienne. So that attack stands. That's 18 in an ES. You may roll an E critical on your foe. Suggest you make it a good one.
Come on, Etienne. Come on. Let's finish this now. Enough dilly-dallying around. Come on, goddess. Smile on Etienne. Kill. 98.
Would you like me to read this out? Or do you want to tell me what happens?
I'll take a head.
Funny that. I'll read it. I'll read. You describe what happens.
Etienne runs as fast as he can across the hall. He's already arcing his blade as he goes, and he throws all his strength down and brings the blade straight onto her neck and cleanly swipes it straight off her shoulders. She slumps to the floor, blood goes everywhere.
Woohoo! That definitely deserves a no.
Not dark. A duck.
And a duck.
Might I suggest the duck came a bit late, but anyway.
And there's the dice roll for it as well. The crit result. Strike to foe's head, destroys brain, makes life difficult for the poor fool. Foe expires in a heap immediately.
Ew. What level
Well
is she?
done.
20,
Well done. Well done.
22. Any comments from the cheap seats? That was a hell of a roll.
Lord Sleep wasn't going to work on her anyway because that's only 20 levels. So
Correct. Are you right, Charles?
All good. All good.
All right.
Fucking hell.
You look
right.
you look pensive there, Charles. Are you okay?
It's my resting pensive face, Chris. Yeah.
All right. And with that, our 8 months of in-game time and nearly 6.5 years of in-world time in the real world comes to an end. Keros, Etienne, Demos, and Mithan. There was either a big pop or a sigh. Something in your whole being seems to shift. And something is different. The smallest wisps of white or black smoke hint at coming out of your mouths and noses and then cease. You breathe. You pause. You look at one another. Or maybe you just think about one another. You remember what you've endured together. The acid, shadows, the fire, the arguments, the loyalty, the scars, the impossible choices. Every one of you has walked a different road. Yet, you've all walked side by side. Mithan stood in this chapter of the story like an old oak in a storm, scarred and unbending and utterly practical. Where others hesitated, she acted. When the vault collapsed and the shadows fled, she chose the blade. When prisoners begged, she chose necessity over sentiment. Her bowstring snapped, her enemies surged, her companions faltered. She stepped forward anyway. Something stark and honest in her violence. No flourish, no vanity, just grim resolve. This segment shows anything was that Mithan did not need to be loved to be indispensable. She carried weight others could not. And in doing so, quietly defined the line between survival and extinction. Key moments for Mithan. Abandoning triage to help free Neathanol from a shadowy entity. Holding the front line against tentacles in a collapsed stone wall. Fought through the heavy oiled trap in the cave inferno. Delivered a cold executionary arrow to a waking enemy archer. Kairos began this journey still young, fierce, clever, impulsive, and ended it tempered by fire, blood, and ice. She lost a kneecap, kept fighting. She set walls of frost between her friends and death. She dropped entire groups of enemies into magical sleep while bleeding herself. Her humour flickered even in horror, and her love for a cat victory never dimmed, even when the world burned. But beneath the sharp comments and the arcane confidence, there was growth, control where there was once recklessness. She did not become a spellcaster, but the hinge upon which battles turned, ice, sleep, persuasion. Kairos was often the reason the party survived the first round of chaos. Even though she fell to the acid blast in the cave's mouth, and her death hollowed the company in an instant, her companions refused to let that be the end of her story. At terrible cost in power, risk, and pieces of themselves, they dragged her back from beyond the veil and forced breath once more into her lungs. But though her body rose again, something of that burned shore lingers in her still, and the deepest scars she carries are now not the ones that the eyes can see. Other key moments for Kairos. She identified the Unmaker of the Void artifact. She successfully attuned to the Holy Sword without self-immolation. She neutralized multiple jungle beasts with sleep magic. Protect the baby! Defending victory even in mid-crisis. Leif was the steady breath in the middle of panic. Even when bleeding, even when outnumbered 13-8, even when the oil-slicked floor cave and retreat meant humiliation. He was thinking, measuring angles, calculating realities, creating illusions to draw fire, swimming under threat to a secure escape. His heroism was really loud, but it was constant. He survived by inches more than once. Shield saving him from death by a whisker. Others were in flame and fury. Leif was calculation. He did not seek glory. He sought the way out. And in this segment, that calm realism kept the company from being swallowed whole. Other key moments for Leif. Created an illusion of Jadar to absorb enemy fire. led retreat logic during the outnumbered cave fight, shifted fluidly between bow and blade in close quarters, nearly died to a shield shot saved by inches. Neathanel was the unseen edge of the blade. She scouted when no one else could. She counted enemies before arrows flew. She slipped into villages and back out again without a trace. When others saw jungle, she saw routes. When others saw walls, she saw angles. Even when she collapsed, pulling someone from the fire, she had already done what needed doing. There was a quiet bravery in being first into danger and the last to be noticed. That was Neathanel in this story. Precision over noise, presence without announcement. She did not need applause. She needed line of sight. Other key moments for Neathanel. Detecting 13 defenders in the cave before the ambush was sprung. Teleported behind the undead worm to flank it. Infiltrated Good Hope village undetected. Rescued Severin from the inferno before collapsing herself. Demos wore his heart more openly than most. In this story he tested it. He chased the voice of his sister into darkness and paid for it. He questioned execution others justified. He carried wounded friends while bleeding himself. In combat he was a force, spear driving, body anchoring, but emotionally he was the pulse that reminded the party that they were risking of what they were risking of becoming. There was a growing weight in him, an awareness that death was close now, and yet he did not retreat from the line. He stepped back into formation each time, strength and conscience, uneasy balanced, and all the more human for it. Other key moments for Demos. Rushed after the illusion of his sister and fell into a deadly trap. Speared multiple jungle ambushes during the Church of Roldan assault. Anchored the melee line during the skeletal swarm in the vault of the Righteous Wing. Carried unconscious allies under fire. Etienne fought like a sermon in motion. He repelled undead monstrosities with divine authority. He stuck trolls down in holy fire. He lost pieces of himself and returned with iron replacing flesh, and still quoting blessings in rhyme. There was theatre in him, yes, but there was also conviction. When moral faltered, he stood taller. His faith was tested. He leaned into it. He did not shrink from the sacrifice. He framed it as destiny. In this tale, he was not only lethal, he was luminous. And whether invoking Aphrodite or cutting through horror, he made every battlefield feel like it mattered. Other key moments for Etienne. Drove back the colossal undead worm with holy repulsion. Landed the killing blow on the second troll at dawn. Lost a life save during the jungle ambush and returned to the fight. Accepted a prosthetic arm and resumed combat without hesitation. Tarquin entered this story bound and walked into it free. And then immediately reshaped the field around him. Charm first, blade second. Always with a glint that suggested he was 3 steps ahead in magical darkness on the beach. He became something else entirely. Silent, efficient, unseen. Enemies fell without spectacle. He balanced elegance with lethality, disarming suspicion even as he had ended lives. There was humour, there was beauty, but there was steel beneath it. In this story he proved that he was no passenger in the tale. He was a force, and one the party would soon find impossible to imagine without. Key moments for Tarquin. Broke free from his captors mid-ambush, the very first time he met the party. Cast battlefield darkness during the beach engagement. Stalked silently and executed enemies in magical blackness. Transitioned from captive to critical asset almost instantly. Grey was loyalty given form. He chose to stay when he could have left. He hauled unconscious friends from the fire. He saw what others missed, the shadow feeding, the movement in the dark. He spoke to his hawk as if it were kin, and trusted its warnings more than his own comfort. He endured crippling wounds and kept moving. There was something grounding about Grey in this story. While others burned and debated or dazzled, he anchored. He chased fleeing foes, searched for the fallen, and quietly ensured the party had what it needed to continue. If this tale had a moral spine, it may well have been him. Other key moments for Grey. Spotting the shadow draining the ethanol before it killed her. Recovering arcane lodestones from the forge in the forge chamber corpses. Repeatedly hauling unconscious allies away from death zones. And then you all take one last breath. A final breath in this moment. And if, with that breath, that is the last thing your characters do in this game. Because I, your humble storyteller, I take my bow and I step out of the tale. My part is done, and the story that I set out is mostly complete. But you and your characters, not yet. So here's what happens next, similar to what happens with Twilight. First, sometime in a couple of months, we gather again for an epilogue tale. Before then, I'm keen on 4 things from you. Together, just zoom in because it's been a while since I wrote this text. Together, as a group, decide what happens next, the immediate aftermath, the days, perhaps weeks, that followed this moment. Do you make it to safety? How? What goes wrong? What nearly goes wrong? I will give you, for your reading pleasure, I'll do it even tonight, I will give you, for your reading pleasure, a copy of this infamous book, which you guys have been slogging through for ages. I'll give you the PDF, and you can have a read and see what you make of it. I'll give you the Tarek module to help you think. There will be risks, perhaps more risks than Twilight had, if you're brave enough to take it. Again, a bit like Twilight, no reshaping the world, no killing kings, just how you survive and what comes next. What debates do you have? What discussions do you have? What questions do you have for Tarquin, for example? Because I suspect there might be a few questions for Tarquin and other people. What happens with both? Yes, yeah, right. What happens with both Grey and Demos? Aiden, I'll let you know privately off camera, and I'll keep you informed. I'll keep you informed of what happens, and we can play it on. Yes, how you survive what comes next. So similar story. What happens? And then, secondly, each of you privately dream, and once your character is safe, what is the dream of their future will be? Not actually happening, of course, just their hope, their fantasy, their quiet ambition. A crown, a farm, a family, starting a movement. Keep it secret. This is just to yourselves. Maybe retirement, perhaps, that perhaps doesn't last. 3, as you did, for those that played the Twilight game, send me 3 written questions of what you've always answered about either your character, the story, about what if. I'm honoured, bound to ask them. Send them at least 2 weeks before we meet. Keep them focused and keep them private. And then also, please prepare 3 questions that we'll ask on the day. And we'll have one last session and chat it through to wrap it up. And that's where we leave it. Thank you all. Thank you all for nearly 6 years, for your courage, your madness, your loyalty, and your trust. There may be no place for a hero, but there has always been a place at this table. And I would not have told this story with anybody else. The end.
Very good.
Amazing.
Listen, thank you. Great fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
great.
not expecting that.
Not expecting.
It's finished today.
Yeah.
I thought we were all going to die.
Only half of us.
We're all
Only
going to
half.
die.
Demos is dead. Maybe. So it looks dead. We need to speak about. We've spoken about Grey. We need to have a chat about Grey. Mithan is dead. Mithan is dead.
Nathan was banished.
Yeah,
And has
look.
been banished for some weeks.
Yep.
Goodness me.
Hmm.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah,
Would
help
be-
yourselves. Yep.
Oh no, I'm just saying, Mithan doesn't want to lie in the same blood as Irini Chonta. Please put her on one of those vanities. Just lift her up so she doesn't have to lie next to Irini Chonta. She's better than her.
We'll probably do that. I think take that as read. I think.
That was-
Because she doesn't mind. She doesn't mind dying if Irini Chonta's dead. That's fine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, Chris.
End of 6 years.
Yeah, that's epic. Very good.
Yeah. Good shot, Etienne.
Amazing shot here,
Thank
Etienne.
you. Well, life. I mean, definitely life. Vader for life for laying that open.
Yeah.
Frankly.
Yes, I agree. Both Giles and Aiden, I'm sorry for a quiet game for you both. Maybe a lot of action for you both. That is sometimes the way it crumbles, right?
It was
It's
good.
always fun listening, Chris. It's always fun. Sometimes you do a bit more, sometimes you do a bit less.
Yep.
Sometimes you do a lot. Do darkness spells and stuff.
Sometimes you do darkness spells and a couple of times and throw the entire game into upside down.
Amazing.
Yes, I am gonna roll the credits and then we'll just have a little bit of a chit chat to wrap up. So there's credits. Oh my god, I'm just coming to terms with 6 years.
That's amazing.
How are you going to break the news down?
First movement, Graham? Were you the first person to do anything in this game?
Who?
Were you? Was it
Well, Pete and I, yeah.
And Alex.
There's a
and
nice circularity there with Leif and Etienne finishing off Old Chonta, right? You start.
Well, more for life, I'd say. Etienne was obviously a later addition, but certainly.
Graham started with Neathanol. Yeah. So, but Keros and Leif were there at the beginning. Yeah.
Oh, actually, not Karios, actually.
Yes,
I
she
mean,
was.
sorry, yeah, Karios for life. Yeah, not Mithan, that's it, yeah.
No.
Mithan joined a little later, not long later.
Yeah.
Not long at all. Yeah. I'm
Amazing.
sorry, it's Mithan and Demos, though. That's well, Demos potentially comes back, right?
Well, yeah, I don't know how that works. When it's,
Looks like a dud dose of poison to me.
I'm gonna stop record.